Why do you say that whether fate is good or bad is all within your own thoughts? Let's listen to a story. During the Ming Dynasty, a carpenter often went to Chen Yuanwai's house nearby to work as a neighbor. After a long time, Chen Yuanwai felt that this person was loyal and dedicated. He was no longer treated as an outsider and was often called brothers. This year, Chen Yuanwai was preparing to take his family to a long journey. I asked the carpenter to help take care of the home, and I told you in particular. If you have a stone altar at home, you must keep it properly. When he comes back, he will definitely be possessed by evil spirits. Also locked these 10-tank wine in a room. Go see every now and then. I thought it would be bad if I lost such a good wine. 3 months passed in a flash. But Chen Yuanwai hasn't come back yet. That day, the mother-in-law went to see the wine again. I found that a lot of dust had fallen on the wine jar. I took the rag and wiped it clean. But while rubbing, Mu Jiang suddenly felt something was wrong. Such a good wine, why can't you smell the wine at all? So he picked up a sway and shook it. It's weird, it doesn't look like wine inside. Open and take a look. Oh my god, there are white silver inside. The Carpenter Alliance opened up all the altars. All are silver. Descend to the ground and count, there are 12,000 taels. Looking at so much silver, the carpenter can no longer control his inner greed. He ran to the street and bought bulk wine. Filled in the jar. Then bury the silver in your yard. More than 10 days later, Chen Yuan was buried back. Found that the money was stolen and replaced. I was so angry that I wanted to report to the official, but there was no evidence. I was talking about wine at that time. Now there is wine inside. This lawsuit will naturally not be won. Chen Yuanwai became more and more angry about this. Not long after, it ended fiercely. General Mu was very happy to see Chen Yuanwai die. Dig out the silver quickly. Buy a house again, land again. He also married a wife. Living a happy life that originally belonged to Chen Yuanwai. Soon the wife became pregnant. On the night of labor, Mu Jiang had a dream. Dreaming of Chen Yuanwai carrying an empty pocket. Reading in your mouth. Brother, I'm here to accompany you. Mu Zheng is smart, okay. At this time, the maid came to report that his wife had given birth to a young man. General Mu was surprised and happy. What was surprised was Chen Yuanwai's words in the dream. This son may be really Chen Yuan came to accompany him. I can't help but feel a little scared, and I'll have a heart. 18 years passed in a blink of an eye. This child has been smart since childhood. Reading can never forget. The teacher also said that this child will be able to pass the exam in the future. Gradually, General Mu let go of this knot. This year, his son was really in high school and was also sealed from the 7th grade hall. The mother-in-law held a banquet for 3 days. There is a good messenger on the table to give advice to the header. Let him spend more money to clear. My son can still be promoted. The musketeer thinks it makes sense. So I spent thousands of taels of money to clear the relationship. My son has indeed been promoted to the 3rd rank in a row. Directly promoted to the 4th rank magistrate. He turned into the prefect in his own shaking clothes. Soon, my son fell in love with the daughter of a 2nd rank official in the court again. How dare the maid be lazy? Take out my old fortune to get engaged to my son. At the engagement banquet, the mother-in-law got drunk when she was happy. At this time, he had another dream. The dream is the same as it was 18 years ago. Chen Yuanbai is here again, but the difference is Chen Yuan's empty pockets on his white shoulders became bulging. Say to him happily, "Brother, you see me, you know. I won't accompany you this time, I'm leaving. Say good night, you'll disappear." The carpenter wants to chase after him and ask clearly. But I was woken up by a shout. No, no, the young master fell ill. The carpenter jumped in fear, stumbling to his son's room. But I found that my son was out of breath. His eyes suddenly turned dark and fell to the ground. Thinking of these two strange dreams, I finally understood. Chen Yuanmai is here to get his own things back. Go to school for my son to clear the relationship and get promoted from my official position. Go to the engagement banquet. The cost has long exceeded that 10,000 taels. The carpenter forced himself up. Let's look at the son I have worked hard to raise. I remembered 20 years ago. Chen Yuanmai's care for himself. But I have been in a position of 20 years. Thinking of this, I can't lift it up in one breath. Death recently. After listening to this story, it makes us sigh. Life is grinding in stone. Hurting others is hurting yourself. You should be upright. Be worthy of others means being worthy of yourself. Are you right?